Yeah, you guys ready?
We're ready.
All right, we're ready.
My name is Pastor Anthony Wilson, ANTHONY, WILSON. I stand in solidarity with the Lord. I ask who's calling on the Lord to step down and reach out and come to you. And I'm not putting American citizens first. I think this is going against the people of the United States of America. It's time that we stand for what is right. Also, the Catholic Church been in an abomination since 325 AD. We know that the Catholic Church is known for priests molesting young men. And it's time that we put a stop happening around here to what's going on. I'm not saying that all Catholics operate in abominations, but it's a known fact those in hierarchies does those things. And also I want to say this, is that it's time that we unite as the United States of America and fight back for our country, because our country is on the seas. If we keep kicking the dug in, no matter what position that we have a role in life, it's going to be taken over. We're all going to feel sorry, and we're going to be under communism, and we're going to be prisoners of our own city. So, that's it.
All right. Thank you for everybody for showing up, everybody. My name is Patrick Gibbons. I'm a community activist in Chicagoland area. Spelled PATRICKGIBBONS. First and foremost, we have over 68,000 homeless people in the city of Chicago. That's a lot of homeless people in the city of Chicago. We have homeless vets that are not taken care of for years. Sleeping under viaducts, sleeping on CTA buses, trains. It's horrible what's going on. We have a 23% homeless rate among children in the city of Chicago. This is before over 20,000 migrants came into the city of Chicago. The fact is, our politicians, local politicians, has no clue what they're doing. They have no clue what they're doing. They have to take care of their own constituents, their own people, before they take care of anybody from the outside. This was a Catholic school, a very beautiful Catholic school at one time. But the fact is, the Archdiocese raises tuition prices year after year after year, where it's unaffordable for your average blue-collar worker. And that's who is affected at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. It is the blue-collar worker. The fact is, the rich is getting richer, the poor is getting poorer, and the blue-collar worker is non-existent. Simple as that. We cannot take care of over 20,000 migrants. Also, too, there's not an appropriate vetting process. We don't know where they're coming from. We've had scabies at 16th Police District. We had a case of the measles at 25th Police District. We don't know where they're coming from with health is concerned. They need an appropriate health screen before they come into anywhere. Okay? They need an appropriate background check. The fact is, in Venezuela, they're emptying the jails where they're crossing the southern border illegally and coming into Chicago. We are loving people at the end of the day. We accept all people, but the neighborhood, the community feels unsafe because we simply do not know who they are. But we know who our children are, okay? And that who is affected at the end of the day. Tuition prices at Catholic schools should not be raised to a point where it's unaffordable. That's why you have Catholic schools closing left and right. We have over 60 churches in the city of Chicago that's closed down. Why not use these churches for the homeless people? Why are we just ignoring our own people, our vets, our children, and taking care of people we don't even know where they're coming from? What we want is the sanctuary city ordinance repealed altogether. We do not want sanctuary city. All right? We want it repealed. At the very least, we want it on the ballot so the people can vote. So we can have a chance to vote so we can decide. Okay? At the time, Mayor Harold Washington did a great thing in 1985, doing an executive decision, making this a sanctuary city. That was in 1985. It's different times now. I am sure he wouldn't believe what's going on today if he was still alive. He was a great mayor. sure he would have never done sanctuary city status if he was alive today. He knew that the people of Chicago comes first and foremost.
Yes.
And who is suffering at the end of the day? John Q. taxpayer, the blue-collar worker, with the taxes being raised through the roof, okay? With the crime that's through the roof. Our local politicians should think about their own constituents before they take care of migrants coming from other countries that they simply don't know where they're coming from. End of story. End of story. And that being said, I'm going to introduce to you another community activist. I really appreciate it for all of you coming today. Barbie, thank you.
Hi everybody, God bless America. I agree with Pat and Pastor and everybody in Please first put American veterans, they deserve everything. Migrants don't deserve nothing. And put American born people first, American kids and others who come illegal here, who try to make documents right way, like migrants from ex-Yugoslavia. I come in USA 2000, I become American citizen 2006. I open my own business, I fight for myself, I work in 2 jobs, and I think that everybody should do that. Thank you for listening. God bless America. God bless everybody. My first name is Pomenka, Spomenka. My last name, Bajic, Bajic. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name's Wally Briscoe. I've lived in the neighborhood for 45 years. Just 2 blocks west of here on Paterson. I raised, my family. My kids came to the school. My son was a star basketball player in St. Bart's. I recently retired. I just finished my house. I enjoy sitting on my front porch. We don't feel safe, with any new strangers walking around the neighborhood. My 2 older sisters moved out to the suburbs because of the crime. I practically have to beg them, to come into the city and spend time with me, here in Chicago. And it's just, I think it's kind of a crime that I needed to find out that this change is going to happen in St. Bart's, on the news. I just wish things just weren't getting noticed in this direction. And I hope that things can get worked out. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Gage Eilinger.
Can you step up to the microphone, please?
Sorry. It's not.
You don't have to.
Okay. Specify.
I'll look at it. Thank you.
Check 1, 2. Are we good now? Okay, thank you. My name is Gage Anthony McCollum-Moninger. I am a disabled veteran. I served 2 years, 4 months, 25 days in the United States Navy. My ship, if you remember recently, back in 2019, 2020, it was a ship that ran into the oil tanker off of the coast of Japan, the USS Fitzgerald. When I moved here, I am visually impaired. I am a disabled veteran. I moved here. It was totally different. I just got back from being able to purchase another home, luckily. Knock on wood. And I just took a jog yesterday, and I noticed the danger and the stares, and I'm a friendly person. I try to be. I'm sorry if people get upset. I have been. I apologize. I have been protesting my local alderperson, Maria Lane Hannon, and it is bad. The migrants are terrible. No one's going to save us if we were to have anything happen to us. We need to focus on our country itself. There is a war going on within the citizens of this country. We are too divided. And help me understand. If you see me, please come talk to me. I would love to have a conversation. So, that's all. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, in closing, I want to say this. United we stand, divided we always gonna fall. As you see, America's division. We look at New York, we look at other cities, we get the laws and the rules that they pass, and we're being quiet. We need to be in New York, we need to be in Chicago, we need to be in Detroit, we need to be in every city where they're trying to put tyranny so we can overpower and overstop them. We as a people are stronger than any government. It's more of us than it is of them. And it's time that we unite, we put racism to the side, and remind ourselves that we bleed like one another. We get cut, we're going to bleed like me. So that means that it's one blood. We got to become one blood, one people, one faith, and we got to do what's right to overcome what's going on in our city. Listen to me, I had a vision, a dream that America was burning. Everything in America was dissolved. Why? Because the people had too much pride, too much arrogance. I got this, you got that, I got more. But guess what? It's going to take all of us to come together to stop it. I don't care how much you got. If you don't get on board and team up with everybody to stop this, it's going to happen. So that's all I got to say. God bless everybody, and God bless America.
Thank you for coming.
There's a guy, there's a few over here too. You want to speak?
She lives in the neighborhood too.
Please.
Please.
Yes. This is all about you. We want you to speak. Yes.
I live right across the street.
Live, uncut, unedited.
Give us just a little minute and we'll just tell me what your name
Hello, everybody. My name is Sharon. I actually live pretty much, if you would open your windows, you see me out there with my dog every day, my backyard, my garden. There's a good 40, 50 windows that face my backyard every day. So it does kind of, I'm a little torn about the situation, I guess I would say, just because, you know, we ourselves, you know, we're built on, you know, the diversity of everybody. So I think I would say that I am for, like, us helping and, like, with whatever facilities we have. But I do, in a somewhat, you know, I'm a little nervous about the fact that, you know, now I might have to be wearing, like, I guess, like, sweaters, you know, just, I can't walk out in a robe, you know, and I guess it does make me feel a little uncomfortable. But I just want things to roll out smoothly, and I did see that there are, you know, safety precautions that are being held. So just with that being said, I really do hope that.
Are you part of the club?
No, I'm not. My father actually owns the building right next door, and I've been living at the building.
My house is next door to the. My house is next door to the school. They have a school classes. The children in this back door in the bed. And this is my. I feel unsafe like this because you know everybody can come into my backyard like that, and they can open at any time and go in and go out from there. Now I can put several cameras and several lights over there because I really feel unsafe about this.
And just as a woman who lives by herself, I'm definitely I feel like I can sit in the middle of both perspectives, just because, you know, just being a woman by myself, like, that worries me, period. And just to kind of maybe think about, like, people staring out the windows, like, just today I noticed that all the curtains are finally down, and I'm like, those curtains have always been up, you know, and there has been children out there, and respectfully, like, I've always just kept my peace. If I see kids out there, you know, I don't even like to be out with my dog and my dog barking and distracting the children, you know, just let him out, come back inside the house. And I guess I'm just kind of curious about how, like, this next year is going to be, just because, like, as my father mentioned, like, that back door can easily be open in and out. I'm just wondering if there's going to be, like, locks on the windows, the doors. I mean, it's not like to, you know, victimize myself or any, like, you know, say that anybody is, like, bad. I think, you know, there's a lot of good in all of us, and I just, like I'm saying, I just want to be positive about, like, the situation. But, you know, it's a little nervous. You know, I'm a little nervous, and I guess I just literally just pulled up right now. Just wanted to be a little bit more informed on, like what's going on. So,
Sharon, what's your last name?
Avila.
Avila?
Yeah.
And what's your dad's name?
Patemok. Moktemok. However you can pronounce. Yeah. However
and what's his last name? Avila as well?
Yes.
Very good. I guess I'll just finish it up. To finish it up, we're also going to file an injunction in Roseland. It's going to happen in a couple of days. We're going to have a press conference right there in the courtroom, outside of the courthouse. And we'll definitely look into if we can file an injunction here, because what's going on is very unsafe. Very unsafe. You heard the residents say they're not feeling safe about this. There's not appropriate vetting. There's not appropriate background checks who's coming in. And that's very unnerving. Okay, especially during the holiday season where people are walking with a bunch of bags late at night. We know it gets dark really early now, right? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's becoming to a point where people are feeling unsafe, more so than ever, because you simply don't know what's coming into the neighborhood. And thank you for showing up.
Can you say your name again?
My name is Patrick Gibbons, Patrick Gibbons. I'm a community activist.
Did the older person have a community meeting?
She did not. Ruth Cruz, she did not. All this.
Got a letter in the mail.
That's it. That's all you had. Exactly. There was no meeting with Ruth Cruz whatsoever. She talked this over with her fellow committee peers, all her people, and they didn't do anything as far as talking to the constituents. And there's a huge issue with that. There's no transparency.
Right.
There's no transparency with the mayor's office. There's no transparency with the local alder people. And that's why people feel very mad about that. I mean, you should talk to the voters before you do anything. You shouldn't make moves all of a sudden in the community. Now people are upset by that. There should be at least a meeting, a town hall meeting, talk it over. And if the boss of the community doesn't want it, then you don't do it. Simple as that. Or if you don't want to be an elected official, then don't be an elected official. Because at the end of the day, we vote who we want to be in office, right? You're not the boss of us. We're the boss of you. You're supposed to serve the people at the end of the day.
That's right.
Very clear. Thank you.
One last thing. I just want to say this to the Democratic Party. Your days are numbered.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's have any questions for us.